A bee does a little dance and suddenly thousands of her sisters know exactly where to find flowers 2 miles away. She didn't say a word, she didn't point. She just wiggled her body for 8 seconds, and boom, precise GPS coordinates delivered. Now here's what blows my mind. That same bee can tell the difference between a good food source and an amazing one, and she adjusts her dance to match. She's not just communicating location. She's giving reviews, but bees are just the beginning. Right now, as you're watching this, animals all around you are having full conversations you can't hear, see, or even imagine. And some of them are saying things that would make you question everything you thought you knew about intelligence. And by the way, if questions like this keep you up at night, hit that subscribe button. Drop your burning questions in the comments, and I'll answer them in the next video. So let's start with what scientists discovered in 2016 that changed everything. Researchers at the University of Zurich found that chickens, yes, regular farm chickens, have at least 24 distinct vocalizations. They have different alarm calls for aerial predators versus ground predators. When a hawk flies overhead, they make one sound. When a fox approaches, completely different sound. But here's where it gets wild. Mother hens start teaching these calls to their chicks before they even hatch. They're literally giving language lessons through the eggshell. Now here's where it gets interesting. We're not talking about simple sounds meaning simple things. In 2019, scientists studying prairie dogs at Northern Arizona University discovered they have one of the most sophisticated languages ever found. They don't just say danger, they describe the danger. One call means tall human in blue shirt walking quickly. Another means short human in yellow shirt walking slowly. They have different words for different colors, sizes, and speeds. They're basically giving detailed police reports to each other. But wait, if animals can communicate this precisely, why can't we understand them? Here's the clever part. Most animal communication happens in frequencies and channels we can't naturally access. Elephants talk to each other using infrasound, sounds so low-pitched that humans can't hear them. A 2014 study in Namibia found that elephants can communicate across distances of up to 6 miles using these low-frequency rumbles that travel through the ground. They're essentially having long-distance phone calls through the earth itself. And it's not just sound. In 2020, researchers at the University of California discovered that octopuses change their skin color and texture in patterns that function like a visual language. They can display up to 177 different color patterns, and each one carries specific meaning about their mood, intentions, or warnings. Imagine if every time you felt angry, your whole body turned red with spikes. That's basically what they're doing. Now let me ask you something. What happens when animals from completely different species need to talk to each other? Because that's exactly what happens in nature, and it's mind-blowing. A 2018 study in Mozambique documented something incredible. Honeyguide birds and human honey hunters have developed a communication system together. The bird makes a specific call, the humans respond with a specific whistle, and they work as a team to find beehives. The bird leads, the humans open the hive, and they share the spoils. This is an instinct. Young birds have to learn this specific human whistle. It's a learned language between two completely different species. But let's talk about the most fascinating part. In 2022, researchers at the Dolphin Communication Project made a discovery that sounds like science fiction. Dolphins have signature whistles that function like names. Each dolphin creates its own unique whistle as a baby, and other dolphins use that whistle to call them specifically. They literally name each other. And when dolphins form close friendships, they start mimicking each other's signature whistles, kind of like how best friends start talking like each other. A mother dolphin will repeat her calf's name, whistle thousands of times in the first few weeks of life, teaching the baby its own identity. And here's what really gets me. A 2017 study showed that dolphins don't just use these names in the moment. They gossip. When two dolphins are separated, they'll use each other's signature whistles to talk about each other to other dolphins. They're having conversations about individuals who aren't even there. That's not just communication. That's abstract thinking. That's culture. So here's the beautiful truth. We've been having the wrong conversation this whole time. We kept asking, can animals communicate? When we should have been asking, why didn't we notice they were talking all along? These languages didn't suddenly appear when we started studying them. They've been here for millions of years, playing out in frequencies we couldn't hear, colors we couldn't see, and dances we didn't understand. The animals were never silent. We were just deaf to every language but our own. And maybe the real question isn't how smart animals are. Maybe it's how much we've been missing by assuming intelligence has to sound like us. Tell me in the comments what's the weirdest question that just popped into your head. I'll pick the strangest one and make it the topic of the next video. And if you love discovering the answers to strange questions, then you're definitely going to enjoy this video.